when some years ago in Ibadan, God said, there's someone in the crowd, there's a woman in the crowd, under her armpits are feathers. That every night the feather will grow. But she will wake up very early in the morning before her husband will wake up and pluck the feathers out. And God said, let the woman come forward so he could set her free. Nobody expected anybody to. It was at the Liberty Stadium. All the cameras were on. Who do you think will come forward, even if that is true? But God knew there was someone there. And the lady came forward. And when she came forward, I said, and she was highly sophisticated. Did you hear what I said? He said, I heard. And you came forward and said, at long last, I'm going to be free. And it was a single word of prayer. And she checked the armpit, no more feathers. Ministers of God. Our greatest problem is that we think we already know it all. We don't know anything. Oh, you may have PhD in theology. That's just the beginning. You may know all the Greeks, all the Hebrews, all the whatever other language. That's just the beginning. After you have learned everything that could be learned in books, that's just when you should begin to say, I'm ready now to learn. Oh, you can prophesy. Prophecy is in degrees. Oh, you have the gift of word of knowledge. Ask me, sir, with all humility. That is in degrees too. If I say there is someone here who has headache, and if you have headache, come forward. Yes, that won't be a miracle. Can we have so many people who have been sitting in the sun for a couple of hours, and there won't be one or two with headache? But when some years ago in Ibadan, God said, there's someone in the crowd, there's a woman in the crowd, under her armpits are feathers. That every night the feather will grow. But she will wake up very early in the morning before her husband will wake up and pluck the feathers out. And God said, let the woman come forward so he could set her free. Nobody expected anybody to. It was at the Liberty Stadium. All the cameras were on. Who do you think will come forward, even if that is true? But God knew there was someone there. And the lady came forward. And when she came forward, I said, and she was highly sophisticated. Did you hear what I said? He said, I heard. And you came forward and said, at long last, I'm going to be free. And it was a single word of prayer. And she checked the armpit, no more feathers. Now, when you talk about prophecy, oh, you can prophesy. You can say this, you can say that. I've been prophesying for quite a while. I've prophesied before on this platform, this particular venue, years and years ago. And I'm prophesying to someone right away. It's going to be well with you. Maybe you didn't hear that. I said, from now on, it will be well with you. But after you have been prophesying for a while, you are then just about to step into what is called the office of a prophet. I'm not a prophet, oh, I'm just a pastor. Because prophets go through the scriptures, many of them lost their head. But pastor, they live long. That's why I'm a pastor. When you want to tell me anything that is not written in the Bible cannot be of God, I agree with you. I mean, if you know anything about me, you know I love the Bible. But occasionally, when you are beginning to enter into the ministry of the prophet, God will say something to you that was not written. I hope you won't misunderstand me. But you will remember very well when Elisha got to Jericho the second time, and the people there came to him and said, please help us. Our land, beautiful as it may be, is not healthy. There is death, barrenness, and so on. Elisha said, bring me salt in a brand new cruse. Where did he learn that from? Go through the scriptures. All the years he spent with Elijah never did anything like that. And he said he did that only once because he heard something that nobody was hearing. When I was turning 80, that's almost 4 years ago now, one of the brethren who came to testify said that his daughter was dying. He himself, a medical doctor, he has his own hospital, employ other doctors. And he saw that the way things are going, this girl will be dead within a couple of hours at the latest. So he picked his phone, called me in the middle of the night around 2 a.m. Fortunately, I was by my phone then. I answered the call. I said, I will pray. I prayed, and we dropped the phone, I prayed, and then God spoke to me, call him back. And I called him back. Tell him to get a pail of ice water. Do this, do that. And as he began to do what he was doing, the other doctors looked at him and said, what are you doing? He said to them, hey, I know what I'm doing is not medicine, but medicine has failed me. Let me obey the voice of a prophet of God. When he was sharing the testimony, the guy that would have died within 2 hours had already graduated and became a doctor. Now, I don't go about now saying, hey, if your daughter is sick, get a pail of water, or do this or do that. All I'm trying to say is this. Don't limit the Holy One of Israel. Don't think that you know it all. That's why when people call me stupid, I say, thank you, you are correct. I don't know anything yet. I'm still learning. You can learn a little more, no matter how much you know. So one of your prayers will be, God, if I ask for independence, don't grant it, because Paul said in Romans chapter 8, you can read it from verse 35 to the end, hey, I don't want to be separated from you. Whatever may be happening, mountains, valley, whatever, just colonize me and keep me colonized.
This is a very terrific sermon by Pastor E.A Adeboye on the final night of WOFBEC 2026. In fact, we've heard a lot, like he said, we've heard a lot of great messages from different ministers at WOFBEC, but the angle that he came out again, it is very, very, very important. And I love what he said. He said, every minister of God have this one great problem. I know it all. I know Greek, I know Hebrew, I've studied the Bible all over again. And it's not just even for ministers, even including every Christian. You know the spirit of I know it all. It is a spirit that leads to destruction, and we must never allow it, especially the ministers of God, as he mentioned. They said that is one of the greatest problems that ministers of God have. You think that you have known God. In fact, this one is not even about knowing it, it's about knowing God whole. When you think that you have seen God in this area and that, no, there are still much more to learn. And I love his humility. If you watch this video of Pastor E.A Adeboye at WOFBEC, it is thank you, sir, thank you, man, that he was using for Pastor Poju and Pastor Tony. He did not even say because they are younger than him and younger in ministry, even from the point where they went to welcome him at the immediately dropped from he alighted from the vehicle. Come and see the humility of Pastor Adeboye. You know, it's like I said, he's always looking for more, to learn more. He never sees himself as someone that have known it all, either in life or in ministry. What is your own take about this sermon that is preached by Pastor E.A Adeboye, or maybe overall all the other ministers of God, all the messages that you have watched on at concerning WOFBEC 2020s? We like to, receive your own comments too. Kindly let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos highlight. I'll see you in the next video.